Hello YouTube. So today is March 20th, 2023. I wanted to get on here. It's a Monday morning. I wanted to get on here and talk about what's going on in the market today. Coming off the long weekend, I was really excited to see what was going to happen in the banking industry. What did happen is UBS bought Credit Suisse, two Swiss banks, which is real interesting, knowing that the Swiss was like the banking leaders of the world for years on top of years, and now here it is, they're down to only two real major banks, and one happened to buy the other. And it was basically a forced buy. Even though I think over time, the UBS might be able to do something with their assets. I know they plan on closing down their trading house in New York City. So we'll see how that goes. Another thing I wanted to talk about was these technology stocks and how Amazon laid off another 9,000 employees. They laid off 10,000 employees in January. And then Facebook last week or 2 weeks ago announced that they was laying off another 10,000 workers, and they laid off 10,000 workers in January. I'm a real big Facebook fan. I really like the company. I'm also a big Amazon fan. And I can kind of understand how Amazon might have got so bloated. They do have people that work in warehouses, besides like their software stuff that they do and all the other things that they do. So I can kind of understand Amazon. But Facebook, you had 20,000 employees. I'm thinking, software engineers and stuff that you could lay off 20,000. And I mean, your main business is Instagram, Facebook, Messenger. You got a lot of people working on the metaverse, but you can lay off 20,000. And you got to think of a software engineer that's in San Francisco is making around 250,000, 350,000. That's a lot of jobs, a lot of money. So that shows that Facebook was real bloated. And so they're cutting back, which is really good for management, and it's really good for the future. I mean, only at the beginning of the year, Facebook was selling around $80, $90 a share. So that was a really good investment. I think it's going to turn out to be a good investment. I think their Reels is really competing well against TikTok. I'm hoping that TikTok get banned. That would shoot Facebook's stock through the roof. And one of the things I wanted to add, I know I sit on here and I talk about companies, and I don't like to really call them stocks. I talk about companies and what I like and don't like. It's best that you do your own research, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, I'm not a financial advisor, and so I'm not advising people financially. And then secondly, what happens is, and I used to tell my sons this, I can give you a stock pick, and I like it, you may not like it, or you don't know about it as it starts going down, like Warner Brothers Discovery. It's at about 14. If it goes down to 10, because I really know the company, I really believe in the company, and I believe they have a bright future, I will buy more. You'll probably get mad because you don't know the company. You'll probably get mad, and you might want to sell and that's one of the things that, a big mistakes that a lot of investors make. They buy when they should be selling, and they selling when they should be buying, because they're going on the emotional roller coaster of the stock market. And also the Fed meets this week. I'll close out with the Fed meets this week. I believe they meet tomorrow and they meet Wednesday. I don't believe he has a press conference, which I was really hoping he would have a press conference, because it should be really interesting to see if he raised rates or not. I don't think he should raise rates. I don't really believe that he should lower rates. I believe that inflation is coming under control. Oil, since these banks got in trouble, oil really dropped significantly. So that's commodities dropping, so the price of commodities are coming down. And I think the Fed should not lower interest rate, but keep interest rate the same. Because remember, as I talked about before, the real financial crisis that we're going through right now is that banks got bonds and mortgages on their books that at lower rates. And so as the rates go up, the price of the bonds go down, and it's creating a hole in their portfolio that they have to fill, which is why 8 banks came together and gave First Republic, which First Republic is doing horrible again today. It'll be interesting to see if they survive the week. But they gave them together, gave them $30 billion to try to shore up their balance sheet. Okay, Facebook, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you tomorrow.